65,000 new posts approved to meet needs of government agencies. Danish citizen is first person convicted under anti-fake news law. Hello and good evening. I'm Mohana Priya. Welcome to News on 2. Police have received 16 police reports about the use of drones on nomination day for the 14th general election last Saturday. According to Inspector General of Police Tan Sri Mohammad Fuzi Harun, of the total 30 police reports received on that day, 16 were on unauthorized drones flown without permission from the Civil Aviation Authority of Malaysia, CAAM.
Drone ni sebenarnya kita pun dah sebut di peringkat awal, kita tidak membenarkan penggunaan drone kecuali mendapat permission ataupun kebenaran daripada pihak DCA. Pihak yang regulate atau mengendalikan penggunaan drone ni bukan pihak kita, tapi adalah pihak DCA.
Tan Sri Mohammad Fuzi was speaking to the media after PDRM's monthly assembly in Bukit Aman today. MCA President Datuk Sri Leong Thiong Lai has reiterated that the 12 party members who were sacked for sabotaging plus breaking party rules and constitution was in line with legal guidelines. He said the matter was thoroughly investigated before any action was taken, stressing that it was an individual problem and there was no internal issues within the party.
Kita kena memecat dia serta-merta, tak ada rayuan lagi. So ini adalah keputusan jawatankuasa tertinggi MCA yang telah memberi mandat kepada saya sebagai Presiden MCA dan juga kepada jawatankuasa disiplin MCA untuk mengambil tindakan tegas, bukan amaran lagi.
Datuk Sri Leong explained further that party took drastic action to send a message that it will not tolerate saboteurs, which it viewed as an extremely serious matter. The 12 sacked members consisted of 9 from Johor, 2 from Perak and 1 from Kedah, who are contesting as independents and opposition candidates. The positive response from voters has raised the confidence level of the Muar Barisan Nasional machinery to achieve success in the upcoming 14th general election, GE14. According to UMNO Vice President Datuk Sri Hishamuddin Tun Hussein, the Johor BN leadership's track record of uplifting the needs of the people as part of the party's struggle will negate the opposition's overtures to win the hearts and minds of voters.
Itulah personalities in Johor, inshallah, will not sway the Johor voters. I don't know what happens in the other states, but we have been tested from time and time again, from the time UMNO was formed with Dato' An. We have always put the party.
The BN contender for the Muar parliamentary seat is Datuk Razali Ibrahim, while Datuk Ashari Sharif and Zaitun Ismail are running for the Maharani and Sungai Balang state seats, respectively. The Segamat Economic Development Action Plan, or SEDAP, is expected to bring massive changes and uplift the economic status of the district. MIC President Datuk Sri Dr. S. Subramaniam said the plan will help increase the income of the residents in Segamat through opportunities to become new entrepreneurs, as well as creating job opportunities for youths in the district. Datuk Sri Dr. Subramaniam said all aspects contained in the plan, which will be implemented within the next 5 years and will encourage the people in Segamat, especially the Chinese community, to experience economic change, infrastructure development, digital network development and employment opportunities.
Saya berharap dengan perkara-perkara itu, kita mempunyai keyakinan yang besar, sokongan masyarakat Cina lebih tinggi daripada dulu. Kalau dulu di dalam lingkungan 20%, kita harap seboleh-bolehnya kalau target kita naik sampai 30%.
Datuk Sri Dr. Subramaniam, who is also BN candidate for the Segamat parliamentary seat, said this during a meet and greet session with the people in Pekan Batu Anam, Segamat today. The government has approved 65,000 new posts in the public service this year, in line with the evolution of the National Transformation 2050 or TN50. Chief Secretary to the government, Tan Sri Dr. Ali Hamzah, said the addition was made on the request of several departments which urgently needed more staff in their organisations.
Ini untuk tahun ini seatas permintaan yang mendesak daripada jabatan-jabatan tertentu termasuk Polis Diraja Malaysia, Jabatan Bomba dan banyak lagi agensi yang memerlukan sangat penambahan penjawat awam. Jadi kerajaan telah luluskan 65,000 jawatan baru.
Speaking to reporters after delivering a message to staff of the Communications and Multimedia Ministry in Angkasa Puri today, Tan Sri Dr. Ali Hamzah said the addition also refuted claims that the government was downsizing the civil service in the country. In his message, Tan Sri Dr. Ali Hamzah acknowledged the fact that the 1.6 million civil servants were the pulse and inspiration of the civil service and determinant of the success of government policy implementation. Therefore, he hoped all civil servants would continue to improve on their delivery service to achieve the TN50 agenda. A Danish national was sentenced to a week's jail and fined 10,000 ringgit under the newly enacted Anti-Fake News Act over a YouTube video he had posted regarding the shooting of Palestinian lecturer Dr. Fadi Muhammad Al-Bach on April 11th. Salah Salim Saleh Sulaiman, 46, pleaded guilty to maliciously publishing fake news in the form of a YouTube video under the username Salah Sulaiman, making him the first individual to be punished under the law, which came into effect on April 11th. Salah was charged and punished under Section 4, Subsection 1 of the Anti-Fake News Act 2018, which carries a punishment of up to 6 years in prison and a fine of up to 500,000 ringgit. Deputy Public Prosecutor Nur Jazila Muhammad Yusha urged the court for an appropriate punishment, saying the video had damaged the reputation of the police and the nation. In his defence, Salah said he was a visitor to the country, having only been here for 10 days and did not know that Malaysia had such a law. However, he admitted it was a mistake and apologized for any hurt that the video may have caused. On that note, the public are advised to spread only authentic and verified news that is constructive towards the country's future. Information Department Director General Dato' Ibrahim Abdul Rahman stressed that negative and defamatory news must be suppressed to safeguard racial integrity in the country. Dato' Ibrahim was met at the Menteri Besar's Meet the People program in Pahang with the Information Department's staff, Community One Malaysia and the Orang Asli community in Bentong, Pahang.
Jangan kita tularkan perkara-perkara yang berbentuk negatif, yang bersifat fitnah, yang bersifat spinning yang begitu hebat telah pun dilaksanakan. Harusnya kita ketengahkan perkara yang benar, yang pasti akan membantu kita untuk masa depan negara.
Pahang Menteri Besar Datuk Sri Adnan Yaakob said the people should instead check and verify the authenticity of any news before spreading them on social media. 2 Malaysian students were killed after the motorcycle they were on was involved in a collision with a lorry in Pekanbaru, Sumatra, Indonesia yesterday. The deceased, identified as Muhammad Saiful Bukhari Ahmad, 25, and Amir Hakimi Azman, 20, were students of University Islam Negeri Sultan Sharif Kasim Pekanbaru, Riau, in northern Sumatra. In a statement issued by the Malaysian consulate in Pekanbaru, the student's motorcycle was reported to have hit a lorry which had stopped in the middle of a road in Pekanbaru town at 3:30 p.m. local time yesterday. Amir Hakimi from Pulau Pinang was reported to have died on the way to the Rumah Sakit Aulia Hospital in Pekanbaru, while Muhammad Saiful from Sabah died at the same hospital at 5 p.m. while receiving treatment. The statement added that the next of kin had been informed and the consulate is rendering the necessary assistance to repatriate the bodies of the deceased as soon as possible. 1,237 drug traffickers were apprehended and 19 drug processing laboratories were uncovered by the Bukit Aman Narcotics Crime Investigation Department, or NCID, in 2017. While expressing his kudos to the NCID team, Inspector General of Police Tan Sri Mohammad Fuzi Harun said these major drug busts have sent out shockwaves that have even shaken up international drug trafficking syndicates.
Ada dua kes penting tadi, saya ulang rampatan ke atas 2.5 juta pil Aramin 5 yang dianggarkan bernilai RM50.5 juta, itu pertama. Yang kedua, rampasan ke atas 309 kilogram dadah jenis syabu dengan nilai anggaran RM21 juta yang diproses di Pulau Pinang dan Terengganu. Jadi ini satu kejayaan yang saya anggap luar biasa lah.
Tan Sri Mohammad Fuzi also disclosed that the fight against the drug menace was even more effective with a division of responsibilities between the police and the National Anti-Drug Agency, AADK. Explaining further, he said the NCID was tasked with detection and arrests, while AADK was responsible for eradicating demand.
2 people sustained serious injuries while 9 others suffered slight injuries when they were involved in a crash at kilometre 148.6 of the North-South Highway near Bukit Tambun, Pulau Pinang today. The 8:55 a.m. incident involved 2 MPVs, a trailer and a van ferrying 13 passengers.
Rescue Department officer Mohammad Rosmaidi Baharuddin said they received a distress call at 8:56 a.m. and reached the location 3 minutes later. A total of 28 officers and personnel from the Sungai Bakap, Perai and Bukit Mertajam Fire and Rescue Department rushed to the scene. Rescue officers took 30 minutes to rescue 3 victims who were trapped in their vehicles. All the victims were sent to the Seberang Jaya Hospital for further treatment. The cause of the incident is still under investigation.
The Maritime Enforcement Agency, MMEA, seized 400 packs of contraband cigarettes with a total value of 800,000 ringgit, including tax. According to the agency's Negeri Sembilan and Melaka Director, Captain Amran Daud, the seizure was made while the patrol vessel Kilat 19 was doing a daily routine check at around 4 a.m. on April 27th.
During the operation, MMEA officers noticed a fiberglass boat coming from the direction of a neighbouring country, 0.2 nautical miles west of Pantai Pengkalan Bala. Upon realising the presence of enforcement officers, the boat attempted to flee from the area. MMEA gave chase and fired 3 warning shots, which caused the suspects to jump off the boat in an attempt to escape. Upon inspection, officers found the cigarettes hidden in the boat and that the boat had no registration number. The case is being investigated under the Customs Act 1967.
All dilapidated schools in Sabah will be upgraded at the cost of 1 billion ringgit as proof of the Barisan Nasional's commitment to fulfill its manifesto promises. Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak, who announced the allocation today, said it is also a demonstration of the government's efforts to reduce the development gap between the people of Sabah, Sarawak and the Peninsula.
Saya setuju 1 bilion untuk Sabah. 1 bilion. Sandakan dapat berapa? 3. Fasa pertama, 3 sekolah. Tambah lagi lepas ini. Untuk apa? Untuk pastikan, ya. Satu lagi janji saya, ya. Sebagai Perdana Menteri, saya nak development gap antara Sabah, Sarawak dan Semenanjung kita ini dihapuskan.
Datuk Sri Najib also announced an allocation of 22.9 million ringgit for a new secondary school for the parliamentary constituency of Batu Sapi, Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Batu Sapi, to address the overcrowding of students at the constituency's only secondary school, SMK Batu Sapi. Datuk Sri Najib was speaking at the opening of a new building for Sekolah Kebangsaan Kampung Bahagia in Batu Sapi, Sandakan today.
Petronas Dagangan Berhad PDB and e-hailing service provider Grab Malaysia have jointly introduced the Grab Driver Pit Stop, an area for Grab drivers to rest and refresh before continuing their journey. PDB retail business head Adrin Azli said the initiative was part of PDB and Grab's strategic partnership to make driving more rewarding for Grab driver partners.
According to Adrian, the project will see Grab driver pit stops being rolled out at 100 selected Petronas stations across the country by the end of this year. He said it would be the first to offer an exclusive lounge, not only serving as a comfortable place for all drivers to recharge themselves, but also enjoying complimentary mineral water or hot coffee for every 50 ringgit purchase of fuel, as well as other special offers.
Jadi dengan ada strategic partnership between Grab dengan Petronas, kita cuba untuk memberi opportunity untuk mengurangkan kos minyak kepada Grab drivers. Jadi for example dengan adanya Petronas Grab Mastercard, Grab drivers kini mendapat mata ganjaran 6 kali.
Meanwhile, Grab Malaysia head Sean Goh said Grab will continue to enhance its strategic partnership with Petronas by exploring new and innovative ways to provide more benefits to Grab drivers.
Another program that actually gives up to 4% back when drivers pump up to a certain amount at Petronas kiosks. So in total, we expect drivers to be able to benefit from up to 7% in value back from this partnership. So all in all, we're looking at this kind of collaboration to be able to serve the various needs of our drivers.
He told this to reporters after the launch of the Grab driver pit stop in Damansara, Selangor today, which will officially open its doors on May 2nd.
A total of 11.8 million ringgit has been allocated by the federal government through the Kelantan Majlis Amanah Rakyat Omara to build a rest and recreational area in Bukit Bunga in Jeli. The third R&R in East Coast State after Gemang and Kuala Balah will be equipped with various facilities for the convenience of travellers.
International Trade and Industry Minister Datuk Sri Mustafa Muhammad said the Bukit Bunga R&R, built on a 4.8-acre land, will provide trading space for the existing 63 businesses in the area. Construction will be completed on May 21st, and eligible traders can begin running their businesses at the complex by the end of May. The Bukit Bunga commercial area has been active for the past 30 years and has become one of the most popular locations among local and foreign tourists.
Sultanah Maliha Tengku Arif was today proclaimed as the Sultanah of Kedah in a ceremony steeped in tradition at the Balairong Seri of Istana Anak Bukit, Alustar.
Kedah Menteri Besar Datuk Sri Ahmad Bashar Mat Hanifah read out the instrument of proclamation before the Sultan of Kedah, Sultan Salihuddin Sultan Badlisha. Sultanah Maliha then extended her salutations to Sultan Salihuddin, who was at the throne. Outside the palace, a 21-gun salute was fired. At the proclamation ceremony, the Sultan conferred the Darjah Sri Setia Salihuddin, or SSSK award on Sultanah Maliha. Sultanah Maliha was born on 13th April 1949 in Kota Baru, Kelantan. Also present at the proclamation ceremony was the Raja Muda of Kedah, Tengku Sarafuddin Badlisha, and the Raja Puan Muda of Kedah, Cik Puan Muda Zahida Muhammad Arif, other members of the royal family, VIPs and politicians.
But first, Perak moved up to third in the Super League standings after a convincing 3-0 win over Kuala Lumpur at the newly refurbished Perak Stadium on Sunday.
The Boss Gaurus opened the scoring in the 27th minute via a penalty taken by Brazilian import player Leandro dos Santos after Perak winger Mohamed Nur Hakim Hassan was brought down by Kuala Lumpur defender Mohamed Firdaus Mohamed Fauzi in the penalty box. Boosted by the goal, Perak were by far the more dominant team in the second half with numerous chances to score. Midfielder Wander Lewis Jr. added a second when he reacted the quickest to a rebound in the 65th minute. Gilmar Filho then capped off a wonderful Perak performance when he struck home the third in the 72nd minute after latching on a Lewis pass. The defeat saw KL maintaining 9th spot, only 2 points away from the relegation zone.
And that concludes this evening's News on 2. I'm Mohana Priya. Thanks for watching.